Okay, something about this video got me angrier than the first installment of the Cartoon Adventure series. Now, I'm not saying that this one is the worst of the bunch, because trust me, we're getting there. No, I'm talking about the writing for this episode in particular. So what's the story? Well, let me tell you, it's a letdown. The video opens with Larry and Archie riding a Ferris wheel when a cotton candy machine goes haywire. We then find out that the Alchemist was behind this malfunction, and he's immediately captured. But not without spraying LarryBoy with a chemical spray, which we learn later on in a hilariously bad scene where the villains explain their plans. Yeah, there's your first problem. Notice how I said villains, not villain. You would think that the Alchemist was doing everything on his own, seeing that it's only him on the cover. But production was probably like, hey, let's drag the villain's mother into this. That would make him a great supervillain. Let's have him be a mama's boy. Well, I'm sorry, but I like my villains threatening and badass, not lame and juvenile. So yeah, the villain was one thing that made me so upset about this video. And also, this video's endgame wasn't that good either. You have the hero finding the villains in their secret lair, which is nothing more than an abandoned house. Well, to be fair, it's bigger than the Bad Apple's cabin in the woods. However, there are many other villains, whether awesome or mediocre, who at least try to have a pretty cool lair. When it comes to the hero fighting back, you have this disappointing payoff. I mean, sure, LarryBoy's ego, or him just complaining about people, is what's making people shrink down to size, and what's fueling this monster is called the super ego. But the monster itself? Yeah, sure, just enlarge LarryBoy and change up the, the color scheme? Yeah, change that and we got a good monster. Lame. And the villains just sit on the side, watching this unfold and laughing about it. Okay, we gotta talk about the villains. I cannot stand these two. If you're gonna introduce a new villain in a series, then that's fine. But having his mother be in cahoots with this crime, it's a total turnoff. So first impression? An obvious fail. And even their evil plan is awkward. Take this scene where they show what they have in store for LarryBoy. They show this hilarious slideshow with badly drawn slides that anyone can mistake as a draw my life scenario. Heck, even a photo of the Alchemist as a baby gets thrown in for no reason. Other than, hee hee ha ha, his mom has baby pictures of him. If that scene was supposed to be threatening in any way, then that was a letdown. Yeah, try practicing y'all's comedy routine somewhere else, thank you. As you can tell by now, this episode was nothing more than a complaint fest for LarryBoy and a snooze fest for our villain. Oh, I'm sorry, villains. And the story was incredibly weak. Like, you can take that one scene where Archie is on the Ferris wheel saying, I never get to ride on the Ferris wheel, then imagine that scene for a half hour. That's how boring the scenario was. Though, to be fair to it, I understand the moral being that you shouldn't put others down with senseless pride and complaining. But the climax, like I said, the central payoff to all this was disgustingly bad. A disappointment. Now, I'm gonna go into spoiler territory, but this part is important to talk about. So when the monster is defeated by, I'm guessing some scientific, biological, whatever logic, it's supposed to be alchemy or something like that, I don't know. The Alchemist tries to hold someone hostage, and this part really got me angry. Like, why wasn't he like that throughout the video? Because I'm sitting there like, oh sure, now you want to be threatening and all that. Well, sorry buddy, that ship has sailed. If you wanted to build up your villain to be this threatening, then leave out the mother. Leave out the corniness from earlier. But if you wait until the end to have him pull this BS stunt like this, then that's really bad. Or if you want me to be more honest with this video, then imagine the slideshow scene. Well, actually, I think the slideshow is way more entertaining than this was. At least it made it clear that this was going to be hilariously bad. The comedy writes itself actually. In hindsight, this was a video that you can either sit and watch for laughs or just simply let go.